Today marks 1556 day of daily lessons, daily reflections. And today I want to speak about a very simple topic, very extremely important topic, and very simple topic. How to feel right. And I think that's again a separator between successful people and unsuccessful people. That unsuccessful people and successful people fail most likely equally at certain point at the beginning of the season. But only people who are successful are failing it right, but unsuccessful people failing it wrong. So to really share 10 things, small things that we're able to consider when we ask ourselves, do I fail it right? Or do I fail as a loser? Do I fail as a winner, as a successor, as a person who really makes things happen? So number one is that person who feels wrongly focus on the story. They ask question, why did they fail? While person who is succeeding in life, they fail and they look into data. What could they learn? What did they do wrong? So that means that people who succeed, they focus on data, understanding everything, what really happened, while people who lose, they're asking about the story. Why did they fail? And when I think of the question, why did they fail? A lot of times that question why leads to wrong answers. Why did they fail? Because maybe it's not for me. Maybe I'm not capable. Maybe I'm not enough. Those are not right answers, but we potentially could come up with. But when we look into what truly happened there, I was like, I didn't do this one well. I didn't do this one. My skill set was out there. So now you look into better perspective, what you're able to get out of that experience of that failure. So not a story, data. That's what's important. Number two is ego. So a loser will focus on defending intentions. This is what my intention was. It's great it was good intention, but you're not supposed to focus after the failure. We focus exactly, we measure and examine our execution. And then those are very, very important. So like, what was my execution? How did I execute? How much did I execute? Because sometimes my intention was great, but when I look into my execution, could be totally off. Even as if in relations, people say, I respect you. This my intention was to respect you, but my actions showed disrespect. Execution showed disrespect. So there's a very important to look at not to intentions when you fail, look into results of your execution. And that's what successful people do. Number three is emotion versus behavior. So again, so this how do I feel about this? And I think that sometimes we able to say like, okay, this is how I feel, but we do not need to know about how do we feel about it. I think that it's just important, like what must be changed in my behavior just to make sure that I'm able to make things better. Because I think that one thing is that emotions are liars a lot of time. They lie the truth, around us because our emotions have a tendency to seek comfort. But positive, they don't want to really stay in negative emotions. That means when we look into the behavior and that behavior really and the things that you need to change could hurt. You already hurt because you failed, and now you hurt because you understand what needs to be done regarding behavior. So emotions is not the best thing to seek after the failure. Number four is vagueness or precision. So it's easy. People who lose and wrongly fail, they are very vague. I just need to work harder. I wasn't ready. I just didn't do work. While a person who is failed and has precision, that means they look at exactly and know exactly what was wrong. So I didn't do this one. I didn't do this one. I skipped this one. I rushed this one. I avoided this one. So it means they know exactly was not working. And that's why next time I'll do it, they will able to do much better. Number five is identity damage or identity update. And I think that one thing is that people who fail wrongly, they said this proves that this is who I am. Well, a person who succeeds, they look into okay, this corrects what I believed about myself, but I know that which parts of me needs to be changed, improved, get better, transformed, evolve, just to make sure that I'm able to achieve next time the things that I'm looking for. So rather than saying that this is permanent who I am, saying that this parts of me that needs to be adjusted, pivoted, and I think that again, part of a growth mindset, fixed mindset, that one person looking into what needs to be updated, other person looks that this is just who I am, and I'm not able to achieve anything similar to that. Next one is same patterns or new systems. So that means that for people who fail wrongly, there's a promise to give more effort. But when you put more effort on the thing that doesn't work, it'll never work. For example, if you say that there's a empty bucket, the bucket at the bottom is totally empty, and you pour more water into it, there will never be water in the bucket because the bottom is leaking. So that means that sometimes you need to change the bucket. And how is it change the bucket? Is changing a new system. So you upgrade to new system. So if this system doesn't work, rather than saying I will put more effort, maybe and do same patterns, same behavior, say like I'm changing behaviors, I'm changing patterns, I'm changing systems. And now because that new bucket, there's no leaks, of course it will have better results. Next one is comfort seeking versus discomfort investment. Because people who fail wrongly look for reassurance from others, validation. Oh yeah, I did. It was hard. Yeah, and then people looking for validation. That yeah, that was hard. So rather than looking for assurance, we need to really say that I tolerate discomfort because that's who I am, and I want to gain clarity, accuracy, and I think that's discomfort and investing discomfort to the better future is extremely important. Such an interesting thing that topic is when you invest in discomfort, that discomfort compounds with results, and those results most are the things that we're looking for. Next one is external focus versus internal focus. You try one is that people who fail and fail wrongly, they track what other people did. But people who really succeed, they always focus, okay, they audit their own decisions, they audit themselves. Because you're not able to change others. You're not that means that it says like if you blame others for your failure, you'll never change. You will fail again. But if you audit yourself, all your decisions, audit understanding where you came from, what happened, and of course you're able to change that and able to improve it. And I was listening, I forgot who said it, that if you believe that someone is at fault for your failure, you are right, because that's you. That's such a powerful statement. I don't remember who said it, but it's such a powerful statement. Next one is fast closure versus low integration. People who fail wrongly, they rush to move on. Oh, I failed it. Okay, I'll forget it about it. And then sometimes a couple days or a week, it doesn't matter. While people who are succeeding, they let the lesson sink in and really that allow that to adjust future choices because of that. So that means that when you fail, we don't need to rush to back up. And I learned from John C. Maxwell, if you got knocked out, rather jump on foot right away. Maybe it's time to reflect why I got punched in the first place. And when I stand up, next time I will not get punched because now I know where it came from. A last one, number 10, is motivation spike versus standard shift. Because people who fail will feel inspired for a week. But people who succeed, they have a baseline standard permanently rise. So they have a baseline. They're not looking for some motivation. They look into baseline, a standard, and I think that's extremely important. You're able to have a minimum viable baseline that you're looking for to really make things happen. It doesn't matter. It needs to be very, very low to really make things happen because sometimes you need to take a break. Sometimes you need to rest, and that's when you really below that baseline. Sometimes it's like I think that the most important thing for me now is to relax, to rest, to recharge, not to really work and push through just to make things happen. So I think that there's more things that we can really consider when you think about reflecting and then did they fail right or did they fail wrong? Because when you really look into start failing right, that's why people speak about Even John C. Maxwell wrote a book about fail forward. So it means that when you fail right, you fail forward, and because you fail forward, every single fall will be moving forward anyway. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.